Did you play the IWA as a kid and never win a belt? Well, now's your chance. Feeling that midlife crisis creeping in? Don't have a ton of cash to blow? Want to go back to the 80s? Since 1985, the Imaginary Wrestling Association has been the #1 wrestling game in the universe. Forget these fly-by-night imitators, e-feds and booking simulators. The IWA has outlasted them all. It's 2025 and play-by-mail is here to stay. If you love wrestling, if you love creativity, if you've got the guts to step up to the challenge, then don't be a loser. Join today and become a champion. Go to playiwa.com right now. Once you start, you can't stop.
200 pounds from parts unknown. The Red D-Man. D-Man. His partner, 231 pounds from Thibodaux, Louisiana, Frogman LeBlanc. In the blue corner with a combined weight of 400.
All right, guys, welcome to the IWAR Network Tubecast. And let me get rid of the echo.
Yeah, audio test. Can everyone hear us?
Audio test. Echo's gone. We should start with the echo there every single time from here on out. That'll do.
Guaranteed money maker, baby.
So we're a little bit late start here and some audio issues as always. Hate to admit it, that was unplugged. So, yeah.
Hey. Is that the Nightmare Danny Davis there on the right? Who is that?
Looks that way. Who's watching the show? Who's watching the show? Who's watching the show?
Michael Swanson. All right, there it is.
Ridiculous.
All right.
All right, welcome back to the latest edition of the IWAR Network Tubecast. I'm your host, Alex G. We got a bunch of people here this evening. Very excited. Matt, you want to make an announcement real fast before we start?
That's right. From the start, make it real quick. Please welcome hopefully I say the last name right. Kleinow?
Yeah, Kleinow.
Nice.
Like
Adam
Rhino.
Kleinow, welcome to the IWAR team. He has stepped in to take the WTL on, and we were excited to see what he has to do with it. And no pressure.
Yeah.
Well, I dig that.
Very nice. So you want to go right to ACW, right? Because we have
Ryan's here. Why don't you just introduce him?
Ryan's got a
Jesus
hot date,
Christ.
so he's got to get out of here.
I thought it was diarrhea.
What?
Do you not have
Right.
flaming diarrhea right now? I don't understand.
No, we're all right. It's we've just been waiting on you. I think it's probably was your excuse of why you unplugged everything.
Hey, listen. I only get diarrhea on Mondays. That's why we don't do the show on Mondays.
That's
All right. It's every Monday. It's just I call it mud butt, and it's not fun for anyone.
Yeah, it's bad time.
Bad times. Bad times.
All right. So
Then we'll start off with the ACW.
All right, ACW. Here we go. Scroll to the top. We've got ACW League Champion Texas Jesse Tombstone.
Doesn't deserve it.
I dig that. Oh, thanks, Alex. American Territory Champion Abe Streisand. New England Champion Jawbone Jack. Atlantic Coast Champion Garfield Lasagna. Great Lakes Champion Starlight. Smoky Mountains Champion Infernal Forest Cursecaster. Deep South Champion Cud Mudd. Gulf Coast Champion Wayman Miller. Texas Heartland Champion Eddie Chavez. Rocky Mountain Champion Happy Meal. Desert States Champion Scurvy Jones. And Pacific Coast Champion Chainsaw Henley, who I believe has got 3 or 4 cycles in a row with a regional. ACW League Tag Team Champions Ken the Anvil Neidhart and Terry Garnia. The American Territories Tag Team Champions Blasphemous Tundra DeFrost and Infernal Forest Cursecaster. ACW League 6-Man Champions Eddie Chavez, Tino Santana, and Terry Garnia. American Territory 6-Man Champions, the Regulators, Shotgun James Carnage, Blackjack Robertson, Texas Jesse Tombstone, and the Battle Royal winner, Garfield Lasagna. This cycle, we earned another $35 towards the commissioner's credit. So that puts us at $70 with 2 cycles to go for the pay-per-view, which is actually trending to be a little, like, if it keeps that up, about $20 more in the pot for the pay-per-view. Let's see real quick what we had going on. We had 86 cards, 30 Battle Royal entries. So that's really good. I'm really happy with that. Scrolling through some of the trash talk here. Scrolling. Nobody won the Triple Crown prize pool. So if you can win the league title, the tag, and the 6-man and TT in the same cycle next time, it is 145 free matches at $1.9 million if you can do that. And well, it's just, I've got like 3 minutes left. I'm trying to get through you guys. We got that trivia coming up. I'm looking forward to maybe listen to that. Let me take that out for the night. That should be the main event right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had three new people, and then we got a couple of groups that had entered maybe 2 or 3 cycles ago, and they sent their first in this cycle, which we're a few cycles away from our 3rd pay-per-view, Never Retreat, Never Surrender. It's from San Antonio.
Is that sponsored by Galaxy Quest?
No, we can't do it. We don't have multiple stuff, but the reason our pay-per-views are actually called ELEs is because we are on Amazon Prime. Somewhere you can't find us, but we're on there. So everything's sponsored by Amazon.
You don't use Derek's illegal Russian links?
What's that?
You don't use Derek's website for Russian, like, bootleg links to, like, wrestling shows? What?
This is legit up and up business. We can't have that kind of nonsense. We've got.
Yeah. We're their favorite show. You hear about that? We're the hottest thing right now in DC. Like, these guys picked 25 again. Come on.
Well, what are you gonna do?
I really do think we have FBI agents who are like, this guy's been trying to win the world title forever. Just do it, dude. Come on. How'd you double a hold?
Ooh, rookie mistake. Let's see what else we got going on. So yeah, a couple of cycles away from the next pay-per-view. The title matches are set from the pay-per-view before from our Battle Royal winners for number one contenders. Starlight will challenge for the ACW Heavyweight Championship against champion Shotgun James Carnage. He's from what I understand, he's not here, but he's working his way back. He's recharging the battery or the helmet or whatever it is he needs to recharge. I think he's gonna come back strong. He's got a big match.
Oh, that's good.
United States title match will be Texas Jesse Tombstone defending against Miles Maverick, who also has a little rivalry building with one Luther Alexander.
Yeah, he's scared. He's scared of shitless, so he's not talking. So,
oh, he talked this cycle.
Well, good for him. Good for him.
And he brought your name up last cycle, so kind of helps. You just gotta read. You gotta read the fine print.
I don't have my glasses
on. Let's see. Heavyweights trios title. Defending champions Eddie Chavez, Tio Santana, and Garnia will take on General Displeasure, Colonel Flustered, and STF Ewing, who got their TT in this cycle. We introduced themselves, so I like that.
Nice.
And the tag team title match is Carnage and Tombstone taking on part of the Mud family. And this cycle, to just kind of maybe push them in the right direction, the regulators showed up with a truck and drove through their cornfields, released the pigs, spray painted a barn, all while the Muds were having a family meatloaf dinner. So hopefully we take the battle to them. Let's see what happens there. The NWO guys made their debut. U.S. Mail is now harassing hardworking healthcare workers because, of course, why wouldn't he?
You get an unauthorized appearance by Bobby Romano, who owns Pizza Booyah in good old Willowick, Ohio.
I did read that. I was getting to that one too. What was my favorite part of it? God, I just read it before we got on here. No, how he did not receive Russian escorts or something, whatever you put in there.
You gotta get that endorsement.
This Pizza Booyah is a real place in Willowick, isn't it?
It is.
I knew it.
It is. No spoilers. It comes up in the trivia today.
It's right down the street from United States of America.
This has to be like a Tuesday ritual. Gold comes out. They put all that work in, and then it's Pizza Booyah time.
It has to be Pizza Booyah time. It's ridiculous.
Oh,
Johnny, we got the whole league done, all the gold fed done by 3:00. Can we go get food? Not till all the emails come in.
So instead of yearly
we
raises,
know Larry's gonna send in a thing complaining.
So instead of yearly raises, Johnny B just gives them Pizza Booyah as their raise.
Just that one party, all the pizza slices cut in half.
Then the kitty slices were 16 slices instead of 8.
Yeah. Then I guess the last thing I'll get on is something I did like. In the last pay-per-view, Happy Meal lost to Greatest American Hero. And then after that, Greatest American Hero has left the league. It's just his time. So Happy Meal did get to come back and write him off by basically getting him, I guess, paying a kid to accuse Greatest American Hero of asking the kid for inappropriate pictures. And then the cops took him away. So,
it's not a unique problem, guys.
Bye, Greatest American Hero.
Where'd they go?
I don't know. It was just put on the red tights and flew away. It was
So
his-
you
it
know
was his time.
that TV show, right? There was supposed to be a spinoff of that show where it's going to have a female lead. Did you ever hear about that?
Of Greatest American Hero?
Yeah. I don't know
I did
why I
not
know
know
that. It's so fucking weird. I'm sorry.
Of all the things you've ever talked about in this thing, that's literally one of the least weird.
Good point.
Yeah.
That's like nobody flinched on that one. I guess that's a quick recap of the ACW this cycle.
All right.
Oh, and except for the one ad I forgot about, make sure to get your Keanu Thunder sticks.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Keanu.
You've sold worse merch on there.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Booyah pizza.
Pizza
Booyah
booyah.
Pizza.
All
All
right.
right, and
I dig
that's
it.
for the ACW.
All right, my friend. So you are signing off. Is that correct?
And I'll try to get on the next one as well.
Okay.
All right, man. Very cool.
All right, thanks,
All right,
guys.
see you, man.
See you later. All right, Matt. It's time for that Johnny B trivia.
Oh boy. All right. I say after that we let Adam fire off his WTL.
Sure.
Work. All right. So Johnny B is apparently very angry tonight, or been very angry with us.
He's always mad at me.
So buckle up. All right, from Johnny B. Jr. The first item I'd like to address tonight is a cover of the current issue of the IWAR magazine. I thought it was a nice touch that the page turner is motioning towards the graphic for the Johnny B. Cup, which he won in a completely above-board fashion. He did. No, folks, there was definitely nothing underhanded going on there. But being able to position thusly is one of the many advantages of using computer-generated images rather than real-life photos. I also found it fitting that the last letter of a sponsor's name was cropped out of the image, causing a candy bar sign and the arena to read Snicker. I certainly did. I will say this quick little side note. I designed most of my wrestlers in the system, WWE 2K24, whatever, right?
That sounds right.
There's got to be some way to hack it, but like when the wrestlers are in the arena, there's like Snickers and like Arby's or something. There's like 3 or 4 different vendors that you just can't really get around. So I was in a rush. I didn't think that one out. So yes, Snicker. Okay, here comes the Pizza Booyah.
Okay.
Alex's latest IWA-related obsession involves a local restaurant that calls itself Pizza Booyah. I once went there with a group of friends on a whim, fully intending to majorly abuse their offer of, quote, free, unlimited toppings. To our collective dismay, it was closed. It was a weekday afternoon. I checked their website. Their schedule hasn't changed after all these years. Booyah, emphasis on the boo. I haven't been back since, probably because the name makes the place sound like a total joke, but more importantly because there are so many other pizza establishments in the area, establishments that have the decency to open when my friends and I decided to drop by on a whim and test the limits of their marketing slogans. For many years, my favorite was Biagio's Donut Shop and Pizzeria in nearby Eastlake, which is primarily known for being an award-winning donut shop, but I also love their pizza pie while the founder was alive. Thankfully, their donuts are still excellent. So we have the behind-the-scenes heartbreaking truth that Pizza Booyah apparently is Pizza Boo.
Boo.
Right. Oh, here we go. Keeping it local. I know the local business that was mentioned was a cleverly named United States of America. During my earlier years, it was fairly common practice to host birthday parties either there or to Chuck E. Cheese. But I haven't been back in an extremely long time. An IWA-related anecdote involves one of my many brothers, the one who drew Wildfire Johnny Rage, he had used the restroom while wearing roller skates, and when he returned, a long strip of toilet paper stuck to one of them, trailing comically behind him. Good times.
Good times indeed.
All right. Matt wondered whether we noticed when players included Willowick locations or politicians in their trash talk. Johnny B. Jr. says, unfortunately, we no longer have the resources to read the TT to the extent we used to. Part of the reason is the managers often submit it last minute, but there's also a lot more of it nowadays. While our staff is smaller than it was in the 90s, still, when given the chance, we do appreciate seeing accurate depictions of our little town. And feel it makes the action seem less imaginary. Despite the name of our organization, portraying wrestlers and activities in a believable manner should be every player's goal because it helps to sell the dream. All right, so there we have it. And I just would say, I can tell that IWA doesn't review things like they used to, because one of the long running shticks with Scott and myself and Johnny B Senior was the times we slipped in horrible, like Urban Dictionary type stuff, and in our promos for Bad Company, and they got either blacked out or omitted totally. And we did a running gag where Johnny B was always yelling at them for, cursing on air and getting them fined by the FCC and whatnot. Good times. Okay.
So I'm pretty sure I may be the earliest person to submit TT now. So they usually
Well,
get
you usually tell us like tomorrow morning.
Yeah,
I finished it.
I'm
Like,
already
dude.
I'm already done with the NWO report, so that's already
Psycho.
finished. So I've
Okay.
he probably actually reads mine a little bit. He has some free time on the toilet.
Right. Matt asked, if you could have played any professional sport, which would it have been?
Badminton.
Johnny B. Jr. As a naive youngster, I dreamt of being a professional baseball player. I wasn't half bad at it or shooting hoops either, but I eventually had to admit to myself that I was never going to attain superstardom in a non-imaginary capacity. Maybe I should have been a bowler one year. My friend surprised me for my birthday with a trip to Wycliffe Lanes.
Hold on,
All right,
what's that called?
Wick, Wickliffe, Wycliffe
Okay.
Lanes.
They sell Orange Julius's there? They do now.
Which is conveniently located next to United States of America, for all you Iowa tourists out there. Although I hadn't bowled, you know what it is? If I go to Gen Con again in Indianapolis and we drive out there and we go right through Willowick, I will pull off again, and this time I'll get a picture at United States of America. Although I hadn't bowled in more than a decade, I got a strike on my very first frame. Sadly, it was all downhill from there. Imaginary downhill bowling. I think the biggest obstacle to that idea would be the convincing players that 300 is a perfectly good score. Okay, here we go. On a related note, I don't know how this is related. Show Enough from Barry Quarter's The Last Dragon received a well-deserved shout-out on Alex G's The Last Broadcast. The character that was played by the incomparable Julius Carey,
Yep.
but his favorite role was as a bounty hunter named Lord Bowler on a TV program called The Adventures of Briscoe County Jr. In my opinion, he was the best thing about the show. Was that the one with the guy from Evil Dead?
Yes.
Okay, I can't think of his name. I can see his face.
He plays the Green Lantern now? No. That's Nate. That's that's the other guy.
Are you thinking of the guy from Firefly?
Yes.
And the Rookie?
No, it's the guy from Evil Dead. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, Alex mentioned that his favorite cereal still commercially available is Reese's Puffs, and I confirm that they are indeed the proverbial bomb.
Reese's Puffs. Reese's Puffs. Reese's Puffs. Reese's Puffs. That's the theme song.
Oh, I haven't eaten them in forever, and I heard they changed the recipe some time ago. Growing up with 10 kids in a house, there was always quite a variety of breakfast cereals to choose from, not including cornflakes, due to the very real Ohio law that Luther Alexander likely would have attempted to repeal that he become mayor of Willowick. But Reese's Puffs found their way to the top of our list for many a burning child. Their flavor was a subdued version of the infamous peanut butter cup with a ratio of chocolate to peanut butter closer to being equal, so one could eat it all morning without becoming tired of it. Of course, it should be noted that most of us inherited my father's sweet tooth. He even put sugar on Frosted Flakes. Holy moly.
That's blasphemy.
As a child in the 30s and 40s, when his family ran out of cereal, especially on Sundays, and again, the cornflakes thing is an actual law, he would tear up a few slices of bread, toss it in a bowl of milk, and top it with medically unsafe quantity of sugar. I tried it and was pleasantly surprised by the taste. I shouldn't have been, though, because when you think about it, all cereal is just sweetened milk with something added for texture, usually additional flavoring. The main difference in this case is that the texture is provided by soggy bread. Hey, would that be a good name for a wrestler? No. He's already in ACW.
So, yeah, cornflakes is illegal in Willowick for a time?
Apparently, I guess.
Yeah, it was. I looked up that long.
All right. Matt, with an assist from Alex, questioned how we chose the participants of the TV cards that appeared in each of the league during the 80s. Johnny B. Jr. says, all I can tell you is that my father, the original Johnny B., was the IWA's first commissioner, and he was responsible for making every single league as enjoyable as possible. Since you still have fond memories of the feature, it sounds like he accomplished his mission. I have no doubt you'll devise a totally fair, unbiased method for determining the matches when you reinstate TV cards to the BRL. Shh, it's a surprise. Wait, remind me who won the Johnny B Cup? This guy. During the previous episode, manager and frequent Tubecast viewer DCL inquired via the chat window, what jobs did Johnny B have before the IWA? Johnny B Jr., the answer is none. The IWA was my first job. For nearly 40 years later, I'm still in the same company. I must really be good at what I do, or perhaps it's simply a result of sharing my last name and a bunch of DNA with the founder of said company. If you're referring to the jobs of the original Johnny B before creating IWA, one of them was working for his father's own company, which offered paper-related services such as printing and bookbinding. I should have known all along. This is all a way to get more paper out there.
Knew it. I knew it. It was conspiracy.
Yeah. He decided not to take over the fiscal business and instead became a teacher and a junior varsity baseball coach. One of the ways he earned money during the summer breaks was translating legal documents for couples adopting children from El Salvador. In his youth, he worked as a lifeguard. He didn't let a little detail like not knowing how to swim prevent him from getting the job. True story. Wow. That's impressive. On the subject of jobs, closing out, here are some questions for Matt. How many have you had in your lifetime? Do you even know? If you list them all, would your resume roughly be the same size as the typical IWAR bulletin? How many do you remember? Why have you had so many? Regular viewers in previous episodes that it's not alcohol related. Could it be your odious personality? I have had many jobs, and I used to work 2 or 3 jobs at a time to supplement my income, and I'd save money and then go on like vacations where I'd go to like New Orleans, Dallas, California, Portland, and then fly home. Or I'd go to like, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and like make these long trips, Vegas. My very first job was a pooper scooper for the Boy Scouts at a dog show.
There's be
Adam,
a
what was your
pooper
first?
scooper for the Boy Scouts, period.
Yeah, well,
That's where I
we were
thought that
Boy
was going.
Scouts. They said, you got jobs. We're like, great, we're going to a dog show. What are we going to do? And they handed me a pooper scooper. And most of the dogs were super nervous, so the poop was less firm. So it's scooping up liquidy diarrhea sounds like a good job for your career path.
Like Ryan's, apparently.
Yes, like Ryan's that forced him off the show early. He's going to hear us later and be like, I did not have diarrhea.
I've basically had the same job for the last 20 years, just in different places.
Yeah. Mostly the same job. My most fun job was one spring break. I was the Easter Bunny at a mall. So, like, I wore the whole costume and everything, and then got to take pictures with people in the mall. The suits are really hot, but that's probably the most fun job I've had, was being a mall Easter Bunny. But
I'm trying to think of the different jobs I worked. I worked at Burger King for like 2 weeks when I was like 14, which I always remember because as IWA, because when the Power Pack League bulletin came to my house and it said Magnum DJ IWA World Champion, and I thought I was still running him, I rode my bike right away to my friend Mark, who was working at the shift at Burger King. And I'm like, dude, I won the world championship. I'm so excited. And then Dave Barton called me later and was like, oh, yeah, I took him back over. And I was like, oh.
Son of a bitch.
That was a bummer. Yeah. Other jobs I've had. I worked at a Marshall's in the shoe department. I worked, not in any order, I've been a tour guide in Boston for like those 6-seater bikes. Be like everyone pedals. I used to do that job. Got in crazy good shape doing it. That was a fun job that way. It pay sucked. I worked at this company that used to set up events and functions. I used to bartend. I worked at a liquor store.
Male prostitute.
T-shirt printing place. I was a nude model for the art department in college. That was the best paying job on campus besides faculty and staff. That was a great little gig and a great way to meet women. So,
what you see?
I know. Well, the best part was size track here. I went to University of Alfred University, way up in New York, and like the first couple weekends, you meet people, you hook up, whatever. And so I go to my first appointment to model for the art department, and the person I'm paired up with is the girl that I had hooked up with like 2 weekends before and I hadn't seen since. And I was like, "Hey, Jesse." And she's like, "Oh, hey." And she's like, "Do." I'm like, "Oh, we're modeling together. All right." That was fun.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, I've worked like campus jobs, bookstore, faculty staff, function bartender. I've been a baseball coach, basketball coach, soccer coach, um, a high school level, middle school level, like kids level, whatever. Like that free one, it's just all a job to deal with it. God, I was a corporate trainer for 12 years, Home Depot, and then I went to like a company at the airport. I worked for an IT company because I talked my way into the job. It sucked. I left for a healthcare division, healthcare, got laid off, never laid off before. And I was like, what am I going to do? And that sucked. But then I ended up at Trader Joe's, and I've been there for 13 years now as of August 26th. But I've worked at a steel mill. I've done a ton of different jobs. I used to work, like I said, I worked at Pizza Hut one summer. It's good to meet people too, doing different jobs. But I've had to make my parents you should write a book about it, and I do have a file on my phone, a notes file, and it's probably about 10 years old now. And I just add random shit that happens at work that is worth noting. Because I have Adam and I, before we were talking about notes, I have a little notebook. I write things down, and so did you know? Apparently, a customer told me the other day that these little ladies are buying flowers. And they were like, oh, it's for a wedding. And then the lady's like, I don't wear my favorite dress. And the girl's like, you can't wear that dress. It's red. And she's like, what? It's for a wedding. And they were like, oh, no. You can't wear red to a wedding. It means you slept with the groom. And I'd never heard that. And I don't know. They were two old Greek ladies. So I don't know if it's a Greek thing or what, but maybe somebody out there can tell us if they know of a superstition like that where apparently you can't wear red to a wedding.
I once dated a Greek girl.
Hey. I've also dated a lot. I
know you're running numbers like Wilt Chamberlain. I get it. We know this already.
No, not quite Wilt Chamberlain, but let's just say that
Leonard Nimoy
I had
numbers,
really fun 20s and 30s.
I get it.
I had fun 40s too. I have detailed files. All right, so that kind of wraps up the trivia. As always, if you have questions for Johnny B,
boxers and briefs,
or IWA boxers, I'm telling you, he goes commando. Any
just
kind of questions,
banana hammock,
or if any kind of regional, local, greater Ohio type restaurants or places you want to get the Johnny B review of. Apparently, we can get a little.
Do they have their versions of Buc-ee's or Shoney's, or I'm assuming there's a Waffle House over there somewhere. We don't have Waffle Houses here in New York, so.
Love them. The closest one, by the way, is in Pennsylvania somewhere because I looked it up once.
Yeah, so we get IHOPs here instead.
Oh, I have a coworker, by the way. Before I forget, just transferred to our store from Long Island, so I got to find out what part of Long Island she's from.
Oh yeah, find out.
Oh well. All right. So, do you dig that?
I sure do.
All right. I think it's time to let Adam unleash.
Sounds gross.
The Western Trails League. Start with the rundown. Then I don't know. Don't have that many concrete ideas, but I have a couple things thinking about here. We'll make it work.
All right, I'll just pitch this idea. Senior Lucha, everything.
Yeah, we'll just run it. We'll just rename it the SLL in the Senior Lucha League, and he'll just be the champ, and everyone else will play for the other belts.
We tried that in the TDL, didn't work.
Let's see. Western Trails number 113. The champion winning 10 free matches. The retrograde Laney Teague. The Lone Star champion. Touchdown Tommy Maddox. Central Plains champion Marshall Reeves. Mexico champion Tommy's buddy Nasty Neil O'Donnell. Dodge City champion Cowboy Jim Spur. Tombstone champion Lance Pants. Prairie View champion Mange. I think that's how I say that. Widowmaker champion Ruby So Hold Up. The Badlands champion, the wild card Billy Buckshot. The Cripple Creek champion Steve Boston. Southwest champion, I think a newcomer, the High Sheriff Drywall. And Chisholm Trails champion, league mainstay Outlaw Ace and Eights. The Western Frontier Tag Champion, Levi Wrangler, and Wee Teepee.
Yeah.
And the Lone Star Tag Team Champions, Uncle Roy Boiler and High Chief Sheriff Drywall. The Western Frontier 6-Man Champions, Dusty Fixit, Uncle Roy Boiler, High Sheriff Drywall, and the Lone Star 6-Man Champions, Wildcard Billy Buckshot, the Brainsbow Buckshot, and Benji Buckshot. And the Battle Royal winner is Lanny Teague, and that's our WTL champions. So just coming into commission here, I'm not going to have as many charts as Darren. So if you were in the league for all the charts, I'm probably going to disappoint you there. Really looking at everything, lots of trash talk. See a lot of people going at people, which is always good and helpful to build up those different feuds. We got Rusty Chains, who's going to be coming in the next couple of cycles. I'm not sure when his NWO time is up, but he just
should be done. He just left.
He just left.
He just
All
left.
right. Yeah, he just did a just laid out every single person and why he doesn't like them. Oh, I guess he likes a trash man, but everyone likes a trash man. So then we got Senior Lucha and his cahoots. And now that I'm here, maybe we'll get AJ Singh his t-shirt that he's been trying to push so long. We'll see if we can make that happen or not. He's really wants that shirt. We got Marshall and Nat, I guess. And we got Mange spreading more contagion on everything. Remember Mange from the LW, he was in the LWO for a while. Mange and Picasso, so I know those two guys. We TP is hanging out with his friends, and we got High Sheriff Drywall. I don't know. Is this guy new? I don't remember this guy from anything.
He's new, I think.
Yeah. So got regional and a couple titles, so 3 belts on his first cycle. So it's quite a debut there. And then we got our gun collection guys, and let's see here, the Cowboy Killers seem to be angry at everyone. The 4.5 Horsemen, found Snap still. So wasn't there's a challenge for like to beat Jim Spur or something? I have to go back and look and see what happened with that. Don't remember exactly what that is. But yeah, just looking at everything there, gonna come up with some commissioner titles, see who the current champs are, at least give them a chance to win it. Probably throw in a trash talk title of some sort. But yeah, lots of good trash talk there. Great activity, of course. I'll bring a couple guys over. I'm pretty sure I know who I'm bringing in, but I'll save that for a surprise for next time. But I'm pretty sure I know at least a couple of the guys I'm going to bring. But yeah, it should be fun. And if anyone has any ideas, of course, can contact me. Let me know it's a little bit more about some of the wrestlers. If some people want to just do some quick profiles, just to get everyone up to speed, that's always fun. Because I know with like NWO and other leagues, just having like a profile of who everyone is really helps out when new people come in. But yeah, looking forward to it. Should be fun, and more news to come with the Western Trails League.
There it is. All right, I dig that. All right, gentlemen, where do we go from here? Let's see. Guess I could do NWL.
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's do that. All right, so I'm going to try something here. It's a little.
Oh.
Hey, listen, we push the envelope around here, okay?
Oh boy.
So let's see.
Not the number one IWA related podcast for nothing.
It's true. It's true.
That's right. It's the number one show on prime time between 7:30 and 7:32. See that the records are showing.
All right, so I'm gonna play the recap for the NWL pay-per-view.
Uh-oh.
I shared the screen with you guys, which includes sound, so from here on out, you guys should be able to hear it. But we're going to test it. So we're going to do it
Okay.
live. We were supposed to do this earlier, but things happened. So let me know if you guys can hear it. I'm going to start playing it now.
Welcome to Behind the Curtain. I'm Bradley Full Moon Moon, your host, your prophet, your favorite loudmouth with the cracked vocal cords and 3 unpaid parking tickets outside Yankee Stadium because I refused to leave until I understood what I just witnessed. Rumble in the Bronx wasn't just a wrestling show. It was a hostile takeover of my brain. It was a carnival ride through hell with no seatbelts, sponsored by Pizza Booyah and featuring more felonies than matches. Let's break it down. Match by match. Blood by blood. Trauma by trauma. Opening segment. We got Kanye West, we got Jack Cornette, we got the Oak Ridge Boys, we got whatever substances they were allegedly on. It was a cacophony of patriotism, auto-tune, and emotional damage. Cornette claimed he was trying to bring back tradition. Kanye thought he was in a Russian opera. Someone was playing the spoons. This was the most confusing musical moment since Jeff Jarrett's With My Baby Tonight. Match 1. Magnum TA versus El Luchador Americano. Magnum rolls in on a horse. Not a metaphor. A real horse. Mountie gimmick in full force. 5 Mounties jump El Luchador before the bell and squash him flat. It was like watching a sovereign nation invade a children's birthday party. Arcane shows up and smashes a bottle of syrup on Magnum's head. That's Canada on Canada violence, and I support it. Tag team title match. Fish Fam versus Dimitri and Volkov. Fish Fam danced. Dimitri glared. Volkov tried to powerbomb the entire continent. Enter Mark the fan botch. He gets on the apron to cheer, accidentally trips Volkov. Mikamus rolls him up and wins. This match was sponsored by gravity, poor choices, and the unshakable power of momentum-based idiocy. But then the regulators return. They beat everyone into a pulp. Jesus stretchered out. Dr. Zahorian claimed his kneecap was lodged in his earlobe and ordered 30 cc's of buffalo milk. This segment was so unlicensed it might be illegal to rewatch it. Arcane versus Brian Clothier. I was ready for a match. What I got was Shakespeare with suplexes. Arcane tried to purify Clothier's soul with violence. Brian responded with the pink slip after Magnum TA interfered disguised as a fan. Clothier wins and does a backflip with a cigar in his mouth. Luther Alexander versus the No-Win Organization. This wasn't a match. It was a purge. Luther suplexed, spiked, bent, and buried 5 men. He dragged out caskets. He lit them on fire. He stood there like a Marvel villain while referees screamed for sanity. I've seen Texas death matches. I've seen barbed wire exploding arenas. I've seen New Jack. I've never seen this. Ozzy versus Healer versus Gary Morris. Healer powerbombs Ozzy to death. Gary wins with Rusty Chain's interference. Jack Cornette is forced to wrap the title around Gary's waist while muttering curses under his breath. Gary cuts a promo that basically declares war on the entire league. I felt unsafe and I was at home. National title. Kamikaze versus Jesus. Let me say it for the people in the cheap seats. Jesus should have won. He faked being injured, tricked everyone, nearly died, and still got a 2 count. Kamikaze kicked out by microns. Ref counted it clean. But I'm not buying it. I've rewatched the footage. The shoulder was down. The science is wrong. Physics is corrupt. This was a screw job. Jesus was robbed. The Rumble in the Bronze match, all 25 competitors in at once. Elimination over the top rope into hazards. I'm talking piranhas, barbed wire, broken glass, electric eels, scorpions, landmines. If Mad Max booked a wrestling show, it would look like this. Bodies flew. Tokyo Kid got eel-shocked, Mikamus was power-bombed into wire, Swamp Thing stepped on a landmine, and we all learned what vaporized humanity looks like. Final 4. Clothier, Arcane, Reiko, Jesus. Jesus hung in with half his body destroyed. Rico kicks Arcane into thumbtacks. Clothier eliminates Jesus into barbed wire. Rico versus Clothier for the win. And in the end, Brian Clothier stands tall after tossing Reiko into flaming tires and thumbtacks. Clothier wins the Rumble. But Jesus should have won. I will not stop saying that. Main event. Scapegoat versus Bullman Bolt. Ref. Jack Cornette. That should tell you everything. Scapegoat hit every high spot. Bolt chokeslammed him out of midair. Cornette refuses to count 3 and flips off Bolt. Bolt kills Cornette. Scapegoat hits Murphy's Law. Luther slides in and counts the pin himself. Scapegoat wins. Controversial. chaotic, and then the lights go out. Masked men appear, and out walks Johnny Revolution. He says Luther
Oh.
abandoned him, that he's back to destroy what he built. And just like that, Revolution Extreme is reborn and the Death Pack has returned. The AWA has fallen. The war begins now. Final thoughts. From Full Moon Mooney. This PPV didn't just change the NWL, it broke it open like a glow stick and spilled nuclear fluid everywhere. From Mark Botch scorpion diving to Luther burning 5 men alive, this show was wrestling at its most unhinged, unregulated, and undeniable. Jesus should have won. Shout out to our sponsors, Pizza Booyah, you'll regret it later. Terry Garvin, School of Self-Defense. We specialize in go-behinds. This has been Bradley Full Moon Mooney signing off. I don't sleep, I watch tapes. Behind the Curtain is not responsible for the emotional trauma caused by watching this pay-per-view. Revolution has returned, and wrestling is officially out of control.
There it is. That is the recap of the NWL pay-per-view. All 5 minutes of it. If you guys want me to do recaps on the other leagues, you guys can send me your recaps, and I will get them done in glorious AI narration just for you. That being said, NWL Bulletin 238, July 2025. League champion Mark the Fan Botch. TV champion Super McManus. Central Plains champion Arcane. East Coast champion GeForce Gary Morris. Great Lakes champion Lilas Chilodrina. Middle-Atlantic champion El Luchador Americano. Northeast champion the Great Entertainer Brian Clothier. Pacific Northwest champion Notorious Jesus. Rocky Mountain champion the Immoral Max Marville. Southeast champion Random Baltimore Vagrants. Southwest champion Tokyo Kid. West Coast champion Mad Dog Henry Healer. League tag team champions the Great Entertainer Brian Clothier, GeForce Gary Morris. TV tag team champions Mad Dog Henry Healer and Arcane. League 6-man champions Rusty Chains Mad Dog Henry Healer and Arcane. TV 6-man champions Brian Clothier, GeForce Gary Morris, and the Random Baltimore Vagrants. Your Battle Royal winner, Super McManus. Like I said, we just had the pay-per-view, so make sure you read that. Spend a lot of time on that. Thanks for everyone who submitted match write-ups and interviews and what have you. It was a very fun pay-per-view. When I write these pay-per-views, I try to think about it not in terms of match by match, but as a complete work, as a complete show. So that's the way I kind of look at these pay-per-views, so people wouldn't necessarily understand what's going on. And I do have commercials and promos in between to kind of make it feel like a 100% flushed out show. Our next pay-per-view, I believe, will be in cycle 242. That will be Initiation. It'll be live from the Hard Rock Stadium in Palatial, Miami, Florida. So keep that in mind. The card's already done. I actually have the poster for the card already ready to go. So you probably see that next cycle. So take a look at that. Again, we're getting some new players into the NWL. It's nice to see a lot of 10-0s there this cycle, so I'm getting real happy about that. TT was a little light, but expected to be coming off that pay-per-view, but that's okay. But we did have TT from the Maryland Militia and the Dog House crew. So that's all for the NWL. Again, if you guys haven't sent me bios, please do so. I do have Rico's bio. So I send myself super early. So if you don't send me stuff within the first week, it's probably not going to make it in. I'll make it in for the next cycle. But I do have Rico Valentino's bio, so I'll put that in the next issue of the NWL magazine. So that is the NWL in a nutshell. I, in fact, do.
Wait, there's one more thing in the NWL.
Oh, what's that?
Nick Gemini is back.
I did see that. I did see that.
Nick Gemini is back in the mix. So about once every year or so, Nick Gemini gets back in the mix. Oh
boy.
Yeah. And his Diesel the Longshoreman and Julie Huggart. They long-term NWL mainstays. They'll come back, be around for a couple of times. And who's that other guy that would do that? Bone Crusher? No, what's that guy's name? Anyways, but yeah, Nick Gemini, he'll be fun for a little bit, but
there you go.
Well, at least we didn't get the Bombshell Warrior come on back again
No.
for the 9th time.
Right.
Nine-
Death, Taxes, and the Bombshell Warrior trying to
They keep on
rejoin
telling
the
me it's
duo.
different people every time, but I just don't believe it.
Right.
No,
Like,
I agree.
New person comes in with a 496.
every time. Every time.
Right.
All right, Matt, you want to do BRL?
Sure. All right. The BRL. I'll just tell you, if you go to page 24 of the report, you'll see a very, very nice picture. All right, this is cycle number 639, or tour, or bulletin. And our
I think
league
the official
champion.
name should be Tour, by the way, in my opinion, at this point.
It works. I like episode 2 because it's,
You can do that.
TV driven. League champion Manny Nuff wins $25 in IWA credit, and the Battle Royal winner Ripper Heyman wins $25 in IWA credit. So there you go. Your tag champions, Total Package US Mail and Heeman Hoban, pulled off a 516.
Worst.
So PPF. So I will enjoy those 3 matches. I was not expecting that. The BRL TV Tag Champions are the Razzle Dazzles, Razzle Dazzle and Fab Dazzle. Your 6-man champions are the Alpha Males, 15, 87, and 69.
Yeah.
I keep waiting for like that promo like Lost where it tells us what the numbers mean. And our BRL TV 6-man champions, Mad Max Red Wolf, El Barbero, and Fatty the Butcher. Our TV champion, the man who just recently won the Johnny B Cup, author of Agony LePage Turner. Central Plains champion, Dixon Ticonderoga. East Coast champion, Big Guns, Greg Garner. Great Lakes champion, Genichiro Teriyaki. Mostly close.
Yes, please.
I just jumped like 30 pages by accident.
So,
Oopsie.
quick question while we give a quick pause. What is the local Chinese food restaurant in Willowwick? That's what I need to
Good
know.
question.
And what does Johnny B get there? I usually get the shrimp or garlic sauce personally. Maybe I'll do the ribs too on the side, and sometimes I'll do the meat on a stick of some sort.
How is the Willowwick chicken?
Is there Roy Rogers over there? I heard they're making a new one somewhere in New Jersey. I'm very excited.
Roy Rogers?
You never had Roy Rogers chicken?
I have. These are the rest stops on the highway.
Yes, they're coming back with a vengeance.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So
All right, so Middle Atlantic champion.
I know
American
you're more
Destroyer.
of a Bob's Big Boy type of guy. Anyway,
Waffle House, baby. Northeast champion, Punk Rock Mike. Pacific Northwest champion from the Battle Royal, Ripper Heyman. Rocky Mountains champion, Fenris. Southeast champion, Constable George Campbell. Southwest champion, Sabretooth. And West Coast champion, Double R, Rob Ratliff.
my man.
So,
What's going down in the BRL?
well, I would say, first of all, I noticed that a couple of guys are back in action, namely Patrick O'Malley and Mr. Hardcore Thumbtack Jack. So it's good to see those guys back in action. What will their take be with the stable mates of the Suburban Hill Savages, Punk Rock Mike and Agent 26, feuding for the past year? They've been active for a while, so they're back in action. Ferndale Warpslayer, still around. I don't know what he's waiting for. He was traded or he got drafted by the IWL, but yeah. So there's
Does he know he has to do it? Does he know he has to send it in? Is he waiting for it to happen?
I would assume so. I mean, I could tell that away. Hey, this guy's supposed to be in this league, but I don't want to move him if he doesn't want to go.
Correct.
Let's see here. What else is going on? I'm seeing any new here. A couple of new. A bunch of Kier guys are active. Somebody, Padre, Arturo, and a Mascara. Oh my God. Who could that be?
No idea.
Oh boy. 18 and 31. I wouldn't take credit either. All right. So,
Yeah.
oh my God.
Are we
see
due for
here.
another taking off losses again?
No, they did that about 3-4 months ago.
Did they? Where was I?
Yeah.
They did it for the 40th. They took out
Yeah.
40. But it was up to 40 instead of 20, whenever that was.
Man, I gotta start reading stuff.
Yeah. I'd love to find a way to get some of our inactive wrestlers back in activity, but fortunately,
You gonna do another mass email again?
no. I've talked to people like a couple players, just like no matter what I do, it's like nothing's gonna change.
I know. Or if you convince them that they last 3 cycles, and then they're gone.
Well, I will say, like every so often, I get the like random email or message on Facebook from someone who's like, "Hey, what's going on in the BRL? I want to come back," and I'll be like, "Oh, great! Like, who can I work with?" And I send an email with like 6 names, and I'm like, "This one, this one, this one, this one. Here's your go. If you want to be a good guy, a bad guy, blah blah," and then I never hear from him again.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'd love to be able to come in. I've been trying to be better about getting more people involved and in the mix.
The thing about the BRL is that they hoard their people too. It's like some of those guys are probably due for a change of scenery too. This guy's been in it for a long time.
That brings up a great little foreshadowing for the IWAR draft coming this fall.
Teed that one right up for you, buddy.
There you go. So if you don't know what the IWAR draft is, we take all the players who want to submit a wrestler. It can be new, it can be existing. You enter them in the IWAR draft.
They don't have to be even in the IWAR. They can be from anywhere.
Right, it can be outside the league. But what we do is we take the ones you enter, we put them in a what am I looking for? A draft preview issue. And then we have the draft. And what we do is we announce who everyone is. And whoever gets drafted, they go to their new league. And they have 4 cycles to show us what they can do. And whoever has the most points in 4 cycles will be the winner of the IWAR draft contest.
And who was the last winner?
Last time it came down to 3 wrestlers were tied. So it was King Khan, Greggy Money, and Graveyard Dog. And the Graveyard Dog, he needed a bone to chew on, and he won the IWAR draft. So good for him.
We may want to look at those prizes because you're not going to get a ton of guys out of the NWL this year because we don't have that many.
Yeah.
So like we're gonna have to pull more vets than rookies this time. So you may want to look at maybe making the prize a little bit more bigger, I guess would be the term, more appealing.
Yeah. Well, I also we put a limit on how many wrestlers people could enter, and it was for 2 reasons. One was to keep the thing easier to track, but also 2 is some guys would send in like 7 wrestlers, and it's like there's only about you're gonna be in every league,
Yeah.
Spread out. So it's fun, but also too, if you enter the draft, like last time we had the guy PA Knight who was like, "Oh, I'm going to join. I'm going to be part of this draft." I'm like, "Oh, great," and he never showed up. So it's tough because as a commissioner, and you're looking forward to loading your league with new faces, because spoiler alert, that's kind of the big thing about the draft is you want to just draft as many new players into your league as possible.
Yeah.
Because if you draft guys who are already there, you're kind of wasting your time. And then you use those guys and see how they do. So, anyways, that's the draft. So after that commercial break, sorry. Let's see here. BRL Autumn Anarchy. Next cycle is the cycle that determines the winners of the matches that we did the write-up on. And I am feverishly working with the IWA to work on a few surprises for the BRL specifically. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, but check out, there's a lot of reading here. I haven't had a chance to read the trash talk myself. I don't know why it is, but on page 19, the logo for Battlecade will not show up. I don't know what's going on. I got to fix that. But that's keeps happening. It's weird. It's like I have it on my screen in the PowerPoint and it's fine. I make a PDF of it and it's like kaboom. Like what is going on? So I'll work on that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta work on that. So there's some things to tweak. But I just want to say that I appreciate all the work guys that in the league are putting in. We got some really good fun feuds going on, and hopefully we'll keep building off it and go from automatically into Battlecade into the year. But just thanks everyone for playing in the BRL, and just wait to next month's next tour's promos. Here it is. So I see you make Adam do one.
Yeah, I can do the BWL because I know all those. I know everyone in the BWL. I can do that
There
one.
it is.
All right. So, wow, already Bulletin 56 of the BWL. Seems like just yesterday. We were in Bulletin 1. So BWL Bulletin 56, the Black Widow champion Veruca Salt with a 500 strategy. It's currently tied for the top ladies strategy in all the leagues. So there's a shot there. Television champion is Wildfire Betty Red. I think has the top TV score so far. Battle Royal winner, everyone's favorite wrestler, Rachel Van Dorn. The Japan Idol champion, Brenda Bring the Pain. Joshi champion, Golden Girl Gina Colada. Zenjo champion, Mother D. Luchadors champion from the Battle Royal, Rachel Van Dorn. Cholitas champion, Jersey Jen Grapevine. Bellatrix champion, Black Soul Lizzie Robin. The Themyscira champion, Huntress. Hollywood champion, Bandita. Sensei champion, Queen of the Ring, Araya Gunpowder. And the World Wig champion, Beatrix Van Chaos. See, BWL has the Queen of the Ring tournament going on. Don't remember. I don't want to just do it from memory, but I know that. Actually, I'll go look this up. Patrick sent this earlier. I can find it real quick.
Oh, the
There's also-
matchups?
Yeah, the matchups. Who won?
Well, we know the important matchup, so.
Well, yeah. So here it is. So it looks like Rachel Van Dorn and Gina Colada will meet in one semifinal, and two day ones from the BWO. And on the other side, it'll be Mother D, who's on quite a run in the BWO recently, against Brenda Payne. So got those people facing off. And the Queen of the Ring semifinals, there is a lot going on, as always, in the BWO. There's combination pay-per-view with the BBW going on. We got Queen's Web 2 coming up with Rachel Van Dorn, Array Gunpowder, and Jersey Jan Grapevine. Three-way match for the title. Gina Colada is still, I think, the only women's tag team champion ever. I don't think anyone's ever beat her for that title. They have Wildfire Betty Red and Mother D. Lots of other matches on there as well. Again, BWL's a really fun league. Probably one of my favorite leagues. It's just $5, 6 matches in a battle royal for everyone, and that's it. Gotta get some good trash talk. A great Jaeger Van Dorn Photoshop in there too, and that's it. Check it out. Got a haiku in there. But yeah, so it's a BWL, one wrestler limit. Again, that's all that we got for that.
How about that? This wrestling league. He's like grabbing whoever's still awake listening to the show. Get a hold of yourself. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Yeah. You see that message? Oh boy.
I
He yelled at
am
the computer and
talking.
got mad at you.
Well, always mad at me. Always mad at me. So we'll start that again. Not surprised. All right, Continental Wrestling League, number 341, July 2025. The league champion, Barry USA Stevens. TV champion, Scapegoat. United States champion, Bloodsucker Mosquito. Yukon champion, Professor M. Algernon. Caribbean champion, Victor Von Schnapp Jr. Amazon Basin champion, Future Man. British Isles champion, The Chameleon. Arabian champion, Titus Castle. South African champion, Doug's big blind brother, Craig. Siberian champion, Master Sadist. East Asian champion, Mike Freakin' Mason. Oceanic champion, Reese Rutledge. League Tag Team Champions winning 5 free matches. No Miss G. Unner.
Oof.
Oof is right. Eagle Eye Mark Simon. TV Tag Team Champions, Titanius and Titus Castle. The League 6-man champion, Anu Starts. Thigh Guy and Reborn Jonathan Davis. TV 6-man champions, No Miss G. Unner. Eagle Eye Mark Simon. And Double D Christoph. Battle Royal winner winning 25 free CWO matches, Nutty Bunny 3. Now, 2 things I really want to showcase here real quick is, number one is the IWA refusing to change Red Scorpion's name to Ricky Spanish for some reason, which I find hilarious.
What?
Yeah, he's still Red Scorpion in there. So that's just there's such denial about it right now that they just refuses to change it. That's okay.
And I cut an emotional promo on him too.
Yeah, no,
Barry.
We're working on that, so we'll get that fixed up.
Nice.
And another thing I really wanted to showcase was the Nutty Bunnies. I consider it a children's book. Is probably one of the most innovative things I've seen in a long, long time. Oh my God, this is great! And you know how I am. I feel about kind of innovative and different types of trash talk. This is something that's just fantastic across the board. It's amazing. So do yourself a favor, read it. It's awesome. It's like one of the best things I've seen in such a long time. That being said, they have the next pay-per-view, which was Under Siege, which is my 3rd favorite Seagal movie, behind Marked for Death and Hard to Kill.
Oh, come on, Out for Justice. Come on now.
No.
I'm not saying good. It's a good movie. I'm saying it's terrible. I'm saying it's a fun ride. Hard to Kill is my favorite, though. Come on.
Yeah, that one. I think it's everyone's favorite.
Dude's in a coma.
Yeah, that's dope. All right, so Under Siege, we have world title matches. Nature Boy Phil Landers will be taking on Norman Kevkis. Internet title match, Double D Christoph, champion, taking on Alex Von Schnapp. 6-man title match, Nutty Buddies, the champion, taking on Blitzkrieg, Hypnotic, and Scapegoat, which is AI. Tag title matches, Demolition Crew taking on 666 Rebels. We have a number 1 contenders match for the CWL world title. Kamikaze taking on league champion from 341, which will be Barry Stevens, I'm assuming. And your league champion for 342, which will be Ricky Spanish. Number 1 contenders match for the CWL Internet Championship. Norman Lubkevkis, the Red Scorpion, who's dead. And then you have your CWL TV champion at 341 and 342. Technically, that's supposed to be Red Scorpion. It's supposed to be Ricky Spanish, but we'll work on that. Johnny Walker taking on Thana Night Guy, and Mike Mason taking on Zed Martin. But overall, take your time out and read the CWL. It's pretty dope. A lot of good stuff going on here, and I, in fact, dig that. All right, where are we going next on our world tour? IWL.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, you want to do that one?
Sure.
Okay.
All right. The IWL tour number 211. We have our league champion, Alec Von Schnapp, Darren's favorite wrestlers. This television champion, Smooth Operator Ray Casanova. The New York City champion, Father Conrad. Los Angeles champion, Joe Boren. Boston champion, Magnificent Marvin Moya. Detroit champion, baddest American biker, Cliff Everest. Cleveland champion,
Everyone's
Boink the
favorite.
Child Entertainer. The worst name. Dallas champion. Pop culture Peter Cross. Memphis champion, Justin Grace. Miami champion, Suyu Pai. San Francisco champion, their Dream Leotari. And Chicago champion, Al Gore Blackstar. I don't think that's not like an Al Gore dressed as a black star, right? Like, is this Al Gore? Okay.
Didn't Al Gore invent the internet?
He did. Winning 5 free matches for retaining the tag belts. Windsor, Detroit, and On Point Edward Port Huron. TV tag champions Chase and Justin Grace. The Amazing Graces, as they're known.
They are.
The League 6 champions.
They're better than regulators.
Bitches. The worst trio since the regulators. The Michigan Border Patrol. Suyu Pai, Windsor, Detroit, and On Point Edward Port Huron. Win 5 free matches. You know, quick aside, winning those 5 free matches is great, but with inflation, shouldn't it really be 6 free matches? Come on,
6
Johnny
free
B.
Canadian matches
That's
with the exchange.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Canadian players always get an extra match out of the deal, but
Ridiculous.
That's right. Our TV 6-man champions, the Von Schnapp brothers, and the Battle Royal winner, winning 34 free matches, Justin Grace. And that was actually, I believe, his 3rd Battle Royal win.
Nice.
So as far as what's going down, I haven't read the bulletin, but I will quickly zoom down and see what the report says. As always, Derek has the well laid out report. Father Conrad almost won it. Let's look at that results there. Your IWL champion, Joe Boring. Your tag champions, Los Astros. The IWL multinational champion, Uncle Slam. I enjoy that name. The IWL World Section champions, the Von Schnapps. And I don't know. I think it's here coming up. Yeah. I think. No. I thought there was a list of. Oh, here it is. Oh, that's family history. Never mind. I thought there was a list of the next matchups, next pay-per-view.
yeah, I don't
Maybe it was
remember.
last.
I don't remember all of them.
Well, I think
know
it's
it's-
the Von Schnapps against the Border Patrol, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Von
that was
Schnapp's
cool.
Border Patrol for the 15th time.
Oh,
they'll trade
yes.
back and forth. I'm trying to. I don't remember who faces. One of the litigators faces Joe Boring. I don't remember which litigator, but one of them faces Joe Boring for the title. It's my 2 dads versus Los Astros, and I'm sure Uncle Slam talks about whoever he's facing next.
Yeah.
And then we do get the regulators versus the Graces versus the Americanos for a shot at the tag titles. So
Oh
that
boy.
it's a pretty high stakes match right there. And Atari, let's see what else it says here. Atari versus Chameleon. And then Schwinn Wheeler versus Hank Henkel for a title shot. So
Hank Henkel had a weird run. Like, it's funny how when you like a little insider tip for NWL guys, when you're lining up your matches for your like the league, right? I always look at, like, if I have a singles wrestler, I will go after tag wrestlers, trying to get that automatic like 2 or 3 point cushion, hopefully, for the back end if they're flowing, right? But for some reason, certain tag, like Suyu Pai is part of a very successful trio, but he's also racked up a bunch of points, so it's funny. And like sometimes like Alec Von Schnapp has done okay, even though he's part of a trio essentially. So it's always, when you go think, oh, I'm gonna have a guaranteed win here. I'm gonna take on a tag wrestler. Nope, not so fast. Not so fast. Just a fun little aside here. Last cycle, I apparently forgot to send in the tag match for the Americanos, and they missed out on the tag belts that way. So their promo on page 20 is all about that. Tari calls out someone particularly interesting in the IWL, and Uncle Slam is talking about his title match and who will be defending against.
That's iDrifter.
There you go.
And he says he's outdated like DVDs are. So
the thing about DVDs I keep thinking about is that when I had my shoulder rebuilt a few years ago, I watched the entire, at the time, Fast and Furious franchise. And when you realize that the first movie they're stealing or trying to steal a truckload of DVD players, how much that's changed to become like, we're going to blow up a submarine. What?
So have you guys heard of DVD rot? So I think it's Warner Brothers, one of the big studios. Their DVDs were poorly made, and now they're starting to rot.
Really?
They're starting to disintegrate in the cases.
Warner Brother movies?
I think it was Warner Brothers.
So that's like a Batman and Twister? I'm trying to think of movies that
that sounds about
Warner
right.
Brothers.
But so if anyone out there with a physical copy DVD collection out there, just keep that in mind. You might want to go to digital like I did.
All right. Well, where are we going to go next?
Well, first I want to talk about. I guess we got this this ad for the IWA, which is the earliest IWA ad that I've seen so far. This is from 1988, so that's on the screen.
I had that somewhere, yeah.
So I just want to. If anyone finds I can't find any 85 ads at all. So I can't find 85, 86, or 87. So the earliest ones that were able to be located was 88. So if I want to see those early ads, I want to see were they full pagers, were they little kind of blurbs somewhere? Because when they're right behind learn the secrets of mind control and X-ray specs and Wrestling World magazine. Because I have almost all the Wrestling Worlds from '85, and they're just not in there. So I don't know where. When did they start advertising? Proper.
Good question for Johnny B to pop into. But I believe I have a bunch of Wrestling World magazines that I've been trying to collect to try to find the Frank Morano picture, the Scott picture.
Yeah.
And no luck yet. But
so for those of you I do this magazine show on the channel too, and I've come to realize that Wrestling World was the premier wrestling magazine up until the heyday of PWI. Before PWI, it was Wrestling World. That was from the 60s up until about 1985. So PWI. PWI started in 79 and probably didn't get really rolling until 84. So Wrestling World was definitely where it was at for sure. All right, make sure you guys, if you listen to this, make sure you subscribe, share those other videos, and help me out. Leave a comment. Anytime someone leaves a comment, I get an extra 500 views for no reason. So please do that.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. So where are we going next? Let's see. IWO. Who are we missing?
BBL and RTL.
RTL. So let's do Bloodbath League. I'll do Bloodbath League. Tour 571, July 2025. The league champion, winning 10 free BBL matches, Dire Wolf. TV champion, B.A. Fox. Central Plains champion, Timber Wolf. East Coast champion, Tombstone. Great Lakes champion, Fred Valentine. Mid-Atlantic champion, The Apocalypse.
Come on.
Northeast champion, Dominant Factor Wrath.
Sure.
Pacific Northwest champion, Johnny Mojave. Rocky Mountains champion, Uncle Ivan, but not Luther's Uncle Ivan because he's dead. Southeast champion, The Job Guy. Southwest champion, Chuck Moxley. West Coast champion, Wolf. League Tag Team champions winning 5 free matches, Dominant Factor Rage and Dominant Factor Fury. TV Tag Team champions, Fastball, Louis Ratcliffe, and Xavier the Beast. League 6-man champions winning 5 free matches, Nick Rage, the 30 South, and Dick Harrell, and the Phantom Scorpion. And your TV six-man champions, Dominant Factor Wrath, Dominant Factor Fury, and Dominant Factor Envy. And your Battle Royal winner, winning 27, that's right, 27 BBL matches, Timberwolf. So what's going down in the Bloodbath League? Let's see what we got going on here. Let's see. What's your next pay-per-view? That would be what?
We just had Beach Brawl
Beach
5,
Brawl.
so that was the one that just finished.
Blood
so
on
you're
the
looking
Sand.
at
Anyone else? Everyone else watch that AWA pay-per-view? Blood on the Sand? No, I was the only one. Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm the only person that ever actually watched that show. That goes without saying.
All right.
They have Venom and Vengeance coming up right in August.
Yes.
So that's a rare a combined show, right?
Yes, it is. Yeah, that should be a good time.
Yeah, man, that's cool. I dig it.
I will say one thing about BBL. I've had Hoven feuding with the RFD, Royal Family of Doom, and I just want to say that I take credit for their really hot streak right now, because now that Hoven's claimed victory over them in their feud, they all won titles. So you're welcome.
There it is.
Yeah.
No, man, don't hurt your arm patting yourself on the back, buddy. Yeah, you want to do that.
I'm not gonna wait till the report hits. I'm gonna just bide my time.
What's the wrestler limit in BBL? Or is there one?
6.
6?
Yeah.
Just that. I haven't been there in such a long time. It's probably been at least like 6 years.
Well, it is bloody. It is bloody, yeah.
Pretty sure I won the commissioner championship there once. I don't know if that's part of the official records.
Yeah.
All right. Next up is RTL. Who wants to do that?
I got up. I can do it.
All right,
Real quick
fantastic.
here.
Make the new guy.
RTL. Yeah. Give the new guy the RTL. RTL, Rolling Thunder League number 43. The league champ is Uncut Gem, Greg E. Money. The league tag team champions, Pain Master Ike Payne and Shapeshifter RJ Gold. League six-man champions winning another 5 free matches, Motormouth Brody Piper, Lance Blackwolf, and Chief Moose Crossfax. And Chief Moose Crossfax is also the TV champion, your Central Plains champion, Derek Cash Styles, the East Coast champion, Papa G Rip, the Great Lakes champion, Disgruntled Shoe Salesman, Arch Heel, the Mid-Atlantic champion, the last year's IWAR draft winner, the Gregor Jog. The Northeast champion is Papacito. The Northwest champion, Vagabond. The Rocky Mountain champ from the Battle Royal is the Sugardan. I don't know how to say his name, but Southeast champion, Automatic Slim. Southwest champion, Snacks. The West Coast champion from the Battle Royal, Michael Martin Jr. TV tag champions, Derek Cash Styles and Thomas TD Banks. The TV six-man champions, the Texan, Automatic Slim, and T-Bird. And the Battle Royal winner, winning 15 free matches, is Papa G Rip. That is our RTL. Let's see here. Let's look at what we got. Making our way up, a respectable 38 cards. Some good Battle Royals here. Let's see what else is going on here. Looks like in September, the Maximum Reign event will take place, and Mike Martin Jr. will defend against Heartthrob Dan Corvette. And the Thunder Cup finals will be there and more. Got some trash talk in here. Got Greggy Money, Papacito, Vagabond. See who else has something in here. Graveyard Dog, Arch Heel. Because that is Vegas Shoe Convention. And yeah, RTL up and coming league.
I will add one thing about that if you like a good chuckle. Greggy Money has been on a hot streak and has been demanding to be put into the title picture for the Commissioner's Thunder Cup.
Mhm.
And so Commissioner Michael Martin Sr., always looking to take care of his talent and his son, has offered him a chance to be part of the main event at the pay-per-view, where Michael Martin Jr. defends against Heartthrob Dan Corvette by being Martin Jr.'s partner in a handicap match title defense. So we'll see how Greg responds to that, but it's coming together. It's all coming together. So yeah, our RTL is on the way up, and Papacito. I'd say one thing that's kind of fun to know about. I haven't done this before, but it's not in a long time. But I was just tracking the league champion scores. So in each of the IWAR leagues. So going alphabetically, 500, 500, 500, 500, 500, 501, 500, 501, 499. So the IWAR hopefully will rack up another 10 free matches, as the CWL will. So this coming cycle, when you sign your matches in for the CWL, you get an extra 10 free matches. How about that?
I dig it. I want to point you guys' attention to the screen with the wrestling on it. You see a young Matt Riley there, sitting there with
Oh boy,
waving an American flag.
What?
You probably just missed it.
I just missed it.
You did. So Matt, what's going down IWAR wide, buddy?
IWAR wide. Well, let's see here. The summer series is on to round 4. So this coming cycle, I haven't done the King of the Ring scores or the All Rookie Cup scores. Actually, I'm sorry, I did the All Rookie Cup scores, and the final 2 are G-Force, Gary Morris, and the great entertainer, Brian Clouthier. So I was actually talking to one of the guys earlier, and I was strategy. I was saying, you guys have been using the same strats for each other, so you're going to have to pick away, because even if I try to go back to tiebreakers, if you have the same score every time, I'll have no choice but to give LePage Turner the All Rookie Cup.
Deserves it.
There you go. See, that's fair. The Elite 6-man, the finals on a tiebreaker, because the Alpha Males and the Michigan Border Patrol all had 521s, but the Michigan Border Patrol had better score last cycle. So Michigan Border Patrol will have a chance to retain or defend their title from last year, and they will face New Money Incorporated from the RTL, Greg E. Money, Derek Stiles, and Thomas Banks. So I'm predicting we're going to have back-to-back winners for the Border Patrol, because they're really tough. So let's see here. Summer series, I'll just, you guys see the update. Same thing in the lottery. Scott's going to do all those numbers and figure that out. But I will say that if you want in on the APL Tim Clark Memorial Tag Tournament, it's probably too late. But I'm sending 3 tag teams into it, and it should be a fun time. As you remember, Tim. Let's see, what else I got here? Get well soon to Dewey's son. Hillbilly Kevin's manager, his son had a little accident with his eye, so he's seeing a doctor. Hopefully he'll be all right. Let's see here. I wrote down Johnny B. What are the best local? Who is the best local lawyer in Willowick? So I don't know if you know this, but almost every single area you live in has some sort, at least one really terrible lawyer who somehow has a lot of money for ads. We have Top Dog law firm up here.
We have Salino and Barnes.
Yeah, well, Jim the Hammer Shapiro was my favorite in Western New York, but that was a long time ago.
Do you guys have Jacoby and Myers?
We do.
Okay.
We have tons. We have Morgan and Morgan, but the bad ones up here, like Barry Feinstein and Associates, whatever. But if you ever have a chance to look it up on YouTube, Jim the Hammer Shapiro's ads were phenomenal. It starts off with a very calm speaking gentleman, like, it's a holiday season, and you need to be ready because there's fires out there. And all of a sudden, the screen explodes, and there's a Christmas tree that catches fire, and just like a ticker running with all these different ailments, and it's like slips and falls, dog attacks, fire, And his whole thing is he's like, victims, I can't get you their blood, but I'll get you your money. It's like, holy shit. Those are good ads. But the top dog ads for a top dollar law firm are super offensive. So they're a good time and worth checking out. I was curious if there's like a wacky lawyer or a wacky card dealer. Like who's the Willowick business worth checking out?
It's Johnny B.
So let's see. Yeah, right. It's the IWA. That's the wacky business. Hey, folks, come on down. I think that's all the stuff I have. The IWAR draft we talked about earlier. Yeah, check out. There's a whole one-page ad about it in the magazine. It's a really fun time. So think about doing it, even just to enter somebody new and have fun with it. So Adam, that was your first IWAR Tubecast.
Yes.
You see, and you
I
made it.
survived. And I made it to the end.
Yeah.
I didn't
I
even
just
say
wanna
anything
say-
super offensive this time.
No,
Not well.
I did. Not really. Can't think of anything. No, but the draft is a lot of fun, and especially just to sometimes just need to shake your guys up and go somewhere else, and mix it up a little bit. If you've already feuded with the same people, I mean, I moved the Michigan Border Patrol, but I have to try to pass the regulators for the most 6-man points. And then if I do that, then I'll move them. But they have a ton of points.
There you go. I do have an idea for the draft to do something special where it would be like a almost a mystery draft where players would, like, if they wanted to send somebody, like, let's say I wanted to put Ali Atari into the draft. And I'd have like a mystery wrestler and like you could draft them if they want to see who it was. But that way you could be like, oh, someone like have fun with it. I don't know. I'm trying to think of ways to pep up the draft.
It could end up with Nick Gemini.
Well, we can only hope. Him and Joe Tusa, tag team.
Ridiculous.
So, all right. Thanks to all of you that put up with us for 92 grueling minutes.
Yes.
That's it. It's a short show for us this week.
It was a short show. That's good, though. Sorry Scott couldn't be here. He was tired from working because he was working for a living.
So I was thinking about doing a how to end a feud clinic, since people have a hard time doing that. And it's been an issue for a very long time where people would just feud with the same people forever because they don't know how to move on from it. So I might do a clinic on that. Show people different ways to end and transition out of feuds, because it can be tough sometimes. So be looking for that. Maybe I'll have it sometime this week.
I agree. That's a good use of time because another point of that might be to talk about arc and how not every feud should start off with a guy challenging the other person to a Hell in a Cell match. I don't like you. I'll fight you in a loser leaves town match. You just got here. All right.
Yeah, how to build it up. Like you can blow up and kill people's agents or whatever else you want to do. Have a mystery attacker for like 3-4 cycles, and then go there, and then have and doing the work to like know about the other wrestlers and kind of what they do, because I feel like sometimes people don't. Like that's what a good feud is, when you know what the other person's going to do and kind of know their wrestler and try to be accurate with how they act and what they try to do. You can always talk to people too when you're in a feud with them.
Absolutely.
You don't have to just guess what they would do. The barbed wire Rachel Van Dorn feud, that was a ton of fun to be in. Yeah, and it's like who is killing random people in Rachel's life all the time, and then then barbed wire shows up, and then I had to like go back and find out who barbed wire was. And I was like,
yeah, Larry and I talked about that before he came in, and I was like, oh, I know who you can go after. Because barbed wire and Gina Colada had a hell of a feud many moons ago.
Yeah. But Gina even came in for a little bit in that one to try to give Rachel advice, which was
Yeah.
What are you doing? Don't fight her. She's crazy. But yeah,
I will say
Dave,
this.
we did the RTO. Dave had a comment says no RTO.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
yeah, I read it. It was Greggy Money and his friends.
Some bums. I'll say one thing about feuds too is you can take things in directions. Like for example, you can have a feud that's like, for instance, like Aleatari and Luther Alexander, or Senya Lucha and Luther Alexander, like arch enemies, blah blah blah. But like they're not feuding now.
No.
There's things going on. Paige Turner and Punk Rock Mike have been enemies since the start, pretty much. And even though they're at different points right now, there's still a lot of history there. So, right, Kat? I got a special guest view. Martini, say hi. What the shit is this? Time for bed. Hey, good kid. She hates being held. Hates it. Right? And you're gonna be like, totally fine being held. I know. No, she's a great cat, but she hates being held. It's like, all right, bye.
Enough of this.
Oh.
So, as a personal reminder, make sure you watch, subscribe, like, watch the other videos on this channel. For Christ's sakes, do me a favor. I need to pay for stuff.
That's right.
And comment. Just
Comment
watching
is huge.
comment.
Comments are
Just
huge.
turn it on, write a comment. Go to the next one, write a comment.
I don't care. It can be a negative comment. Those works too.
Right.
Like, hey, you're.
Yeah.
I'll have my students go on one day and tell all of them to write 2 or 3 comments on
That's
each
it.
one.
You know, it's funny because like I'll either get like the really heart-filled comment about like, you know, someone's like memory of them reading wrestling magazines with their grandma, and then the next comment is like, "You're gay." So it's really weird.
I mean, welcome to the internet. Like,
It's like pretty much.
There's this one guy, he's obsessed with Buddhist beefcake, where like now I'm uncomfortable. So that's weird. So like in a week and a half, there's a WWF Spotlight magazine that's just all Buddhist beefcake. So I did that one. So that won't be up in a week or so. But yeah, it's like uncomfortable.
I enjoy the internet for the 0 to 60 effect, where it's like, you know, I really like waffles over pancakes. Well, that's because you're a Nazi. What? Like, what? Well, you know, just the whole like jump into conclusions. Like, oh, that's great.
Well, there's that. Just everything's an overreaction. There's no nuances or anything anymore. Everything's like, you don't like what I like, so no, I hate your guts. And I'm like, yeah, it's true. Oh yeah, we wanted Johnny B to talk about this Barbarian ad about this I guess fantasy league or game they had at one point.
Oh right, yeah.
So
you put that up.
That's up there.
Oh, there it is. Okay,
that's there. So, all right, guys. So we are officially out of time. Have a good night.
All right, man. Thanks, Adam.